What's up, everybody? I'm JJ, and this is Door Gunner 47, and today I have Springfield Armory's Hellion, a bullpup rifle chambered in 5.56 that's operated by a short-stroke gas piston, and it has a two-position gas block. Before I get into the rest of the features of this bullpup, I want to start by saying that I'm not sponsored by any of the product manufacturers you see. Everything you see is either bought by my own money, or is on loan to me so I can make these videos. Now, let's get into the features of this bullpup. We'll start down here at the business end. You are going to have a 4-prong flash hider that is going to be sitting on top of 1/2 x 28 threads. So you can remove this and put on a suppressor as long as it has 1/2 x 28, or get adapters for whatever suppressor you would like to run. It is chambered in 5.56, so I like to personally dedicate 5.56 cans to specific rifles, just preference. Moving on to the barrel, you are going to have a full 16-inch barrel. So this is considered a rifle, it's just in a bullpup configuration. And what that means is all of the action is behind the trigger. The loading of the firearm, chambering, ejection, and just repeating the process is all done behind the trigger. So you do have the 16-inch barrel, and then you also have a two-position gas block that sits on top of that with this knob. And you are going to have an S for suppressed and an N for normal operations. And to use the gas block in whatever configuration you want, you just simply push in and twist to the letter that you would like, the S or the N. And it runs actually really well in both, even without a suppressor. So I haven't had any issues except for the first magazine. There was one malfunction, a stovepipe, and then after that, nothing. So onto the handguard. The handguard is going to be polymer, and you are going to have M-LOK capabilities at the 3, the 6, and the 9 o'clock position. Right now at the 6 o'clock position, I have A3 Tactical's 45-degree angled forward grip. It's really comfortable. I like the way it fits in my hands and everything like that, because this handguard, it does get hot. So if you do like to grab around, I mean, eventually you can move your thumb down off of it, and it's really comfortable. So I like it a lot. The charging handle is going to be ambidextrous. It can be accessed from both sides. It is spring loaded, so it will return to this position. You do have a steel Picatinny rail that runs almost the full length of the upper receiver. On that Picatinny rail, you have pop-up adjustable sights on the front and the rear. You do have sling capability attachments on the front as well, as well as M-LOK capability. All the controls and even the ejection of the rifle can be ambidextrous, which means you can swap ejection sides. If you're a left or right shooter, have that for you. Like I said, all your controls are ambidextrous, so your safety selector, you can access it from both sides. Your magazine release is here on the back of the magazine well, and it can be accessed from both sides, as well as the bolt release. You don't necessarily have to squeeze, but you do have to pull forward or pull to the rear on this notch right here to get the bolt to engage forward. This is not a cheek well, or it is a cheek well, but it is not adjustable. Most people think it is. It's not. You do have an adjustable buttstock though. It's spring loaded. I can only get it to go to two positions, that one and this one. You do have a nice rubber butt pad that does provide, in my opinion, enough grip when it's tucked into your shoulder. And when it's fully extended, it's a little too long for me. So having it all the way collapsed is just perfect, because I'm not a very big guy or anything. And surprisingly enough, the bullpup configuration is not uncomfortable for me to shoot either. Everything just kind of flows. I don't mind reaching back here to reload and unload my magazines. I don't really have a problem with bullpups in general. So I don't really understand the big deal with them. You do have, I want to mention, you do have M-LOK capabilities pretty much all the way from front to rear. You have them here at the end, right underneath your rear sight post, and at the end of your buttstock as well. And then you have these fixed little loops that you can attach. All in all, it's something that you have to get used to. You're gonna have to go to the range if you're used to shooting AKs or ARs because of the loading in front of the trigger. But it's actually a really smooth shooting rifle. And the way the top rail sits in junction with the way my cheek rests on the buttstock, it's in line. I really enjoy shooting this. It's just the price point. At the time of making this video, I did end up getting it for around 2,100 bucks. When it first came out, it was 19. But other than the price point and it being different from what I originally used to start when I started off shooting, I really enjoy it. I like it a lot. Check them out. Get your Springfield Armory Hellion. If you like the content in this video, let me know in the comment section. If you didn't, let me know as well. Like, subscribe, and share the video with a friend. We'll see you in the next one.